Well, a wonderful Monday morning to everybody. We're really excited to be here. Brennan's rubbing his eyes, and, well, that's because he's got pink eyes. So congratulations, buddy. You want a success? This is what happens. You get an infection in your eyes when you travel.
Is it normal to have it in both eyes?
It is. Apparently, it's very contagious. It goes
crazy contagious.
The bacteria is not like, let's just stay in the left eye. Nah, they're like, let's go over to the other eye.
How did it jump over to the other eye?
I guess it just
fucking.
It's like why when you're in one area and there's a little hill and you want to see what's on the other side of that hill, they're like, let's go over there. They're pioneers.
I know exactly when it happened.
When?
Hashtag no racist before I tell the story, Chin. I was in Toronto on an elevator.
Okay.
Packed elevator.
With Asians?
Large Korean man in front of me.
Okay.
I know Koreans now because Chin has educated me.
Yep.
We've done some traveling together.
Yep, you can tell.
Large Korean dude. Taller than me, mouth about eye level. Eye level.
That's a big Korean.
About 6'6".
That's a giant Korean.
Yeah, big boy. Big boy.
A lot of milk drinkers in Korea lately.
In a suit with his family. Again, it's a packed elevator in Toronto. And he goes, we're talking, and he just goes, I'll never forget.
God.
I went like this, I went, oh my God. And he goes, I'm so sorry. I went, no worries, man. I swear to, and I went, ugh.
You could feel it in your eyes.
I went, that's not good. Didn't think anything of it. A couple days later, my eyes start to itch.
Oh.
I thought of him, you son of a bitch.
Yep. Your eyes are basically holes. Like they're considered to be, you got a mouth, you got two nostrils in your eyes and your ears. Your face is full of holes. Right? I mean, and your eyes are actually holes. Yeah, you got an eyeball.
Snowman right now.
Yeah, but shit gets in there. Like fluids will stick to your eyeballs. Then you blink and your eyeball rolls back, and that fluid gets right in the back of your fucking brain.
And me and that guy were having a nice conversation, then I don't know. I was like, I went, oh.
There's nothing you can do.
It can't be that healthy. I just went, whatever, nice guy, moving about my day. I go to work out on Sunday or Saturday. And I get to Box and Burn, and Tony and Glenn go, Jesus, man, what's wrong with you? I went, I don't know. I can't really open my eyes. They go, I'm sure you're just tired. I went, yeah, that's what it is. Or this large Korean man coughed in my face and had bird flu.
Well, you've been sick because I was texting you and I wasn't getting responses, and you were kind of quiet and the humor wasn't landing. I sent you a picture of a guy with a mask on and a tube
that was funny.
attached to a woman's ass.
That was funny.
Was farting in his face.
Because Bryan forgot to post his podcast he did, which I have a funny story about that. Bryan forgot to post the podcast. And I went, hey, if you could just do me a favor and take your dick, put it in your doorway there, and then slam the door for not posting the podcast, that'd be great. And he goes, I'm sorry. Here, is this good enough? It shows this guy with like a gas mask on, and it's a tube connected to this fat girl's ass, and she's farting into the tube.
Good stuff.
And he goes, this is how I discipline myself. I was laughing so hard. That was funny.
Oh my God.
That was funny.
That's how you get pink eye. Having somebody fart in a
God,
on your face.
Do you ever?
It's funny because when you're sick like that, I remember I was getting a massage, and then I took a shower at a place called Brooks on Santa Monica. And by the way, it was a place where if you went to the sauna, you were sure to meet a random gay guy who would just sit there. Yeah. And Dove was taking a sauna there, and a guy just kept looking at him, and Dove goes, bro, you got to stop looking at me, man. He goes, you got to stop staring at me. And they'd just be sitting there with their dicks hanging, and he'd be like, that's not a soft dick, sir. You know, like, I gotta, and there's signs. No inappropriate behavior will be tolerated.
That's how you know it's on.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize it was where all the gay men would go and suck each other off in the sauna.
Bro, you got to stop.
You got to stop staring at me, man. Then my other friend, Jay, said, he goes, I was sitting there and another guy looked and a guy just dove on the other guy's cock. And he was just like, and the guy was going, and he was like, well, I'll just sit here. I swear to God.
Let me just soak up this.
This is a great sauna. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. If you can just suck the random guy's dick in front of you.
I'll just pretend nothing's going on.
Yeah, he
or
did.
My next.
Nothing to see here. I'll just count the.
Or my next.
Yeah, my next.
Little sauna and a dick suck. It's not gay if it happens in a sauna.
Exactly. If nobody's looking, I'll twiddle my thumbs. Anyway, I had a bad.
It's 100 degrees.
I got a massage and I had a bad cough, and I was like,
ooh, bad idea.
I'd be like, you know how you still have that phlegm. So a guy's combing his hair, I remember he was blonde, probably about 50, but kind of had a necklace with a horn, like he was kind of a macho, the kind of guy you look at and you go, he's got cologne. You feel sorry for the women in his life. He just looked a little brutal, kind of a mean guy. And he's combing his hair, thick hair with one of those old brushes with a handle, not brush, but a comb with a handle.
Comb, yeah.
And he's going like this. And I walk by and I go, that's all I did. He goes, hey, motherfucker. Don't fucking cough around me, motherfucker. It was so...
He's about to whoop
He was
your
a criminal, literally. I went, whoa. I was like, whoa. All I could do is I go,
sorry, man.
Relax. And he goes, you fucking relax, asshole. Motherfucker. And he kept swearing. Was he ever? I skedaddled out. I wasn't worth fighting.
You want none of that.
Fuck no. I was like, you got a comb like that. You carry a knife on you. I'm out.
Sounds like mafia.
That's what I thought.
Sounds like mafia.
This guy's gay mafia and he might kill me.
Gay mafia.
And then force me to dive on his dick.
Dive on his dick.
Drag me into the sauna after I'm a bloody mess. Now get on this dick, you motherfucker, and don't you cough.
I was telling this story on the Big Brown Breakdown when I was in Brooklyn. I'm taking pictures and signing autographs, and this guy goes, "Fuck, Shab." Hey, I'm trying to do a shitty. He goes, "You fucking leave firing the kid. I'm listening to the show with my friend. I'm with my girl. Bryan has this fucking guy I never heard of, and my girl's starting to feel all sorry. I'm feeling sorry for the guy. His fucking friend died 2 years ago. We're talking about 2 fucking years." He goes, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Then to top it off, they're dropping fucking N-bombs. Do you realize this is going on when you leave? They're dropping fucking N-bombs."
This is Brooklyn.
Yeah, I went, hold on. I said, I start laughing. I go, "Dude, what?" And he goes, "Yeah, his fucking friend, grown man, crying. Friend passed away 2 fucking years ago. Got this feeling all sad for him. 2 years. 2 fucking years. It's all fake. It's all fake." I went, I don't.
You sent me a text. You go, did somebody cry on the podcast? And did you drop the N-bomb?
And then he goes, and then to make the fucking show even worse, they start dropping fucking N-bombs.
Talk about missing the whole point.
That's why I texted you.
So
and I went, "What?" I started laughing. I went, "Sounds like one hell of a podcast." And he goes, "Nah, man, 2 fucking years."
Oh, that's
and then
so
he goes,
funny.
"You take care of yourself." And just leaves.
There's always somebody. There's always a critic. No matter what you do, there's always a guy.
I thought he was hilarious.
Oh
though.
my God.
I love that guy.
Listen, he was still listening. I'm hesitant to tell the story, but I want to. So, Hunter Mott's tailpiece, Big Brain. I have this podcast, Mixed Mental Arts, and he has this guy, Andrew, who is a movement coach / enthusiast. And
he's a movement coach?
Yeah. And Andrew's every bit of your height and very good looking kid. And he's a buff Spider-Man. I call him Buff Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And he's this big guy who always has a tank top on, always bikes, right. And is always.
So you said movement coach. There's a certain way they dress and act that goes on.
You are correct, sir, with the pants.
I call them con artists. You refer to them as movement coaches. I call them con artists.
Well, he's a body alignment specialist.
Yes. If he came in here right now, I would kick him in the face so hard out of our studio.
And I know that. Yeah. I know how you are. Good guy.
I'm sure.
Yep, good guy.
Most con artists
has something to say. But my wife is more in your camp.
Well, the world's in my camp.
Sir.
I have 25 years of sports in my
You
belt.
do?
The world's
You do,
in
and
my
this is
camp.
why I'm telling you the story. Because if you come in with Brennan, who's been doing sports for as long as he has and had to deal with injuries and inflammation and all that, and you come in and you say, "There's an herb that I have for you," Brendan's going to go, "Very cool. I don't have time to talk to you right now because I did sports where it mattered and I had to make a living. I got to get out of here." And I actually love that. I love when you do that. But he spends a lot of time moving when you're talking and sitting, and those people who they always have their back ramrod straight.
It drives me nuts.
And their neck is super high and their chest is super open.
It's good.
And
You're
he's
trying to be in perfect posture.
Yeah, he's as good looking as it gets.
It's uncomfortable.
It sure is. And then he's sitting
look like knights.
He's sitting in the lotus position.
Ah, fuck you.
In a chair. You know those guys who sit in a chair.
And he's a big guy?
He's 6'5".
He looks like a gargoyle.
6'5".
He looks like a giant gargoyle.
Long arms, really muscular, and reaches. So if I were to reach for my coffee, just give me my coffee. He'll reach.
Oh man.
He'll reach and get the coffee. And he's kind of he's very aware of everything he does. He's a young
He's
man.
in tune.
He's a young man who's really in tune with his body and is loving this newfound. It's a little bit something he's kind of discovered. So it's the enthusiasm of a new convert in a way. I felt so. He adjusted my sister-in-law who has bad posture. She has 2 kids and so he kind of helped her out and showed her some stuff. And she's like, oh wow. And then as he's talking, I make fun of him to his face. So
he knows.
He's pointing his toes and he's moving as I'm trying to talk and do this podcast about body. We're talking about basically.
Was he an athlete?
Yes, he was trained. Did some jiu-jitsu. Did some. I think he was a basketball player, 6'5", but not on a high level. Not on a high level. The high school. The high school.
So high school basketball background.
Right. Then did some
jiu-jitsu, you said?
Some Muay Thai, little jiu-jitsu.
Oh, no, so he tried Muay Thai and then attempted jiu-jitsu.
Probably some, yeah.
Okay, carry on. I'm just trying to cover all my bases.
Definitely not an
he's
athlete.
a movement coach.
Correct. Definitely not an athlete on your level. Not even close.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
no, I mean.
But going. here's the best part about it. And again, I'm speaking out of turn because he's a fucking sweet guy and reads and loves life and is actually.
I'm sure I would like him if I met him.
You'd love him. He's a wonderful guy.
I'm all set on friends.
But he goes, and so he keeps moving, and my wife is like, boy, he moves a lot. I mean, he's just like this buff.
He's like antsy.
No, he's a buff Spider-Man. He's always
Spider-Man doesn't do that.
He's literally always moving.
And Spider-Man doesn't do that.
Yeah, well, he's just kind of talking.
Is he a gay Spider-Man?
Well, no, but
does he stay in saunas and move like that and jump on dicks?
No, he's definitely not gay. But he just loves to move. And my wife was like, "All right, well, he's got his back super straight." And
I'm with Amanda on this.
Amanda's like,
it drives me nuts.
And at one point, she comes over and I'm distracted talking, and she goes, "Hey," I go, "What?" She goes, "Spider-Man's in the tree." I go, "What?" She goes, "He climbed the fucking tree. Get him out of the tree." I go outside and he's in a tree.
Is this at your
in my home? And he's just
at your brother-in-law's house or your house?
Oh, in my house. And he's just up in the tree on the street and he's just kind of hanging out in the tree. And it was I got a kick out of it. And I was like, if Brendan was here,
it's entertaining.
If Brendan was here, he might pull him from the tree.
No.
Get down from the tree,
no,
sir.
I can't even.
You're not a cat.
I can't. I just can't. I just simply can't.
I know. And that's why I'm telling you that story.
It's
because
so
movement
funny,
coaches.
Like I said, I'm sure I would like him if I met him, but
he's
it doesn't.
A sweetheart.
Yeah.
A sweet man and a smart guy. But
you know what? You should set up a lunch. I don't know. Is there
movement coaches for
the
Brendan?
First week of God? When's my next opening?
Yep.
Never.
Yep. Not with Brendan. You can't come up with the old movement coach. No
I'll
matter who you are, Ido Portal, it doesn't matter. Brendan's like, well, cool. Spent my whole life moving. And I got to be honest with you, I'm in your camp.
Yeah, most people
I'm in your
are.
camp. I'm in your camp.
Most people are.
I just think sometimes we're overthinking things, right? In life.
It's like on The Companion when Eddie Bravo and Rogan are telling me, no, they should break dance. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, that's exactly what they should waste their fucking time
doing.
Break dancing.
Well,
yeah, because Muhammad Ali break danced
right.
and then had a movement coach.
I remember this.
Some of the best movement of all time. Oh, who's Bruce Lee's break dancing coach?
Who is that? Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's meat and potatoes.
Well, it's also like there's an industry around everything, right? So when my wife was pregnant, we got talked into having a doula come to the house.
For sure.
Now a doula, if for those of you who are not in the know in Southern California. A doula is essentially a birth coach, someone who helps you with, get ready for your birth and helps you with exercises and movement. And this woman, dude, I started laughing. You know me, because I get the giggles.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And she was like, baby wants to feel you move.
Oh, my God.
Move. And I swear to God, at one point, my wife and I are sitting there, and she got up, put her hands on the wall, and began to move her ass. Think of a stripper. Think of the sluttiest stripper you've ever met. And she was not a bad-looking woman. And my wife was popping. And this woman I was like, you're clearly trying to bang both of us. You have a fetish
for pregnant women.
Right. And I was like, honey, you sit this one out. Let me make sure everything's all right over here.
She wanted that newly parent train ran on her.
Oh, she wanted a little new parent dick.
Yeah.
And she was just rubbing her ass in the air like that and swirling. And I looked at my wife. I go, you got to be kidding me right now.
Were you guys
and
laughing?
I started to laugh in front of her.
I think all that stuff is hilarious. Like that.
But I spent about $1,000, I think.
Because think about like in the inner city or like when I was growing up, we didn't have a ton of money. There's no movement coach. LeBron James had no movement coach.
No.
Kobe Bryant didn't have a movement.
How about
coach.
historically?
But also and then think about these parents. They can barely afford a babysitter or all that other stuff that goes along with kids. They don't have a fucking mom.
Do you know who changed?
Some fake mom.
Do you know who helped me with movement? Who changed my life? Who changed my back? Was a guy named Lauren Landau.
Oh yeah,
that's a guy who's a physical therapist and spent his whole life studying the science of physiology, exercise. And my other buddy Leo Flowers, who played D1 football, who's now a high level trainer and studies this stuff. He was a real athlete, so they helped me. They literally cured my fucking lower back.
Yeah, no,
but with exercises and specific things.
World,
yeah.
I'll tell you. Speaking of bullshit, I was running. Yeah, I was running yesterday. I always go on those runs, and I was telling Chin and Arsema, what I deal with now everywhere I go is with the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather stuff. Everyone, come on, bro, you don't fucking believe that, man. There's no Floyd's gonna kill him. I deal with it all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
So yesterday I'm running, and this gentleman who works for a company you guys would all know, I'm stretching like a gentleman. I'm getting done. I'm all sweaty. And he's like, bro, love the Showtime stuff. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. And he goes, come on, between you and me, man, I mean, you're doing a good job acting up there, but complete shit show, am I right? Like Floyd's just going to walk through them all. On a Sunday? All right, man. And I'm like, hold on. And I'm engaging in, like, talking with him. And I go, hold on. Have you watched Floyd Mayweather fight before? He goes, not a big boxing fan. And I go, can you name anyone else in the 145-pound division? Name one other boxer currently fighting 147-pound division. He goes, nah, I don't watch it that closely. I go, all right. Do you watch UFC? And he goes, not a whole lot. Casual viewer. I went, bro, you might as well tell me your philosophy on fucking brain surgery. Right? What are we doing, man? Right. You don't know either.
No.
And I said, who did you hear that whole theory from that you just gave me that you just rattled out? I felt like what's his name from forget the movie now. Remember where that guy, he catch that guy in the Good Will Hunting.
Right.
Where that one guy's trying to be smart and he regurgitates the Harvard book.
Yes.
He goes, do you just regurgitate shit that you read before and use it as your own?
Yeah.
I was like, where did you hear that, man? Yeah. Where did you hear all this? He's like, oh, well, I heard. I'm like, no. You come up with your own fucking idea, man. Yeah. All you're doing is regurgitating what you hear.
That's
you haven't looked into either. I was like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well, you you spent some time with Floyd.
I mean, just had a conversation. I mean, we're on the tours together.
But you were really impressed with what a good guy he was.
Well, I was impressed. I shouldn't say good guy, knowing his background and stuff like that. I was impressed with the way everything's so calculated, super calculated. Everything. He runs everything.
In terms of his persona.
Terms of his
drama.
persona, yeah, like he knows exactly what he's doing. Nothing. It's gonna be tough for. I thought there was a chance Conor would get in his head. I really don't think Conor's gonna be able to get in his. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
he's like, he's the only guy. I've wanted this my whole career. He's the only guy I could do this with.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's the only.
Well,
guy.
it's a show. He's having a blast. Right?
It's all a show.
Yeah,
it's all a show. And though to me, it's weird because you look at the mainstream media like today. If you watch whatever show you watch in the morning. There's all this weird negativity around it. And I view it like this, because most people, they don't understand either sport. Mm-hmm. They either know a little boxing, know nothing about the UFC. Mm-hmm. They know a little UFC, they don't know shit about Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. So they're just looking at these ideas that these mainstream guys are coming. They're so opinionated on boxing. It's a shit show. That Floyd Mayweather and Conor turned in, it's like that movie Mean Girls. It's the hot new girl.
Sure.
And no one knows him, but they hate on him. Mm-hmm. And everyone else is like, it's actually kind of cool. It's a cool spectacle. It's actually a really interesting fight. There's a lot of cool stories behind it. You have Showtime versus UFC. You have Espinoza versus Dana White. Like this is a once in a lifetime kind of fight we're witnessing.
Sure.
And to hate on it's easy because they don't know shit about either sport.
That's right.
So to me, it's like it's the new hot girl in school.
I also love
like there's almost a jealousy because they're stuck in their ways and they don't know. No, fuck them. It's actually kind of cool, man.
Very cool.
It's actually kind of cool.
And I noticed that just as a performer, I watched when it looked like Mayweather was having a great time with the most publicized face off in front of all those people, and you were there, I think.
Yeah.
when I watched, it's a little thing, but I watched Floyd, as Conor was talking, I watched Floyd. He was drinking from a cup, and he raised it in a very ceremonial way and drank it like a king. He was great. He was already in character. He wasn't even doing anything. He wasn't even on the mic. And he was already in character, and he was loving it. He was fucking
tell
loving
people. I was trying to explain this. Tell people how hard it is when you have 4 stops. So you have L.A., Toronto, New York, London, and you have to come up with what, a half an hour monologue of new shit every day.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
day after day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is what he was doing. This is what they were both doing.
Name another athlete on this planet.
Yeah.
These two, I'm telling you, this is fucking
And you're
destiny.
waking up.
Name 2 guys
early.
who could do that.
Yeah, you're not sleeping. You did this. You followed this.
My
how much did you?
eyes.
How much did you
so
sleep?
far in my face, and I have fucking I don't know what I have.
Exactly.
It's because no sleep. I average probably 3 hours of sleep, maybe
Right.
around each night.
Right.
And then they're getting up, and then you gotta be on it, man.
You gotta be on
all this pressure. And not only do they have all this pressure, but they're performing.
When you say on it, the world's watching.
Yeah,
I mean, right?
I mean, 15 million views each.
Yeah. Oh, and you better look good, and you better be groomed.
Oh, you better be on
to the
because
T,
everyone's critiquing.
and you better be on. That's right.
And what I think's hilarious is when mainstream media is like, it's a bit of a shit show. Yeah, is it? You guys don't even think that because you're not very educated on either sport,
Right?
And you also have nothing to talk about. So this is what you're doing, trying to hate on it. Man, at least 15 million people viewed each press conference.
And keep this in mind,
so
everybody.
it's like,
and you did a good job.
I think a lot of people are kind of into this.
Yes, and you did a good job of framing it as such, which was, this is where the fight begins. In a sense, like don't kid yourself. We're waiting to see who can sort of talk.
Yeah.
Each guy. Though that's not easy to do. Those guys have got to be witty, funny. They got to roast each other. That takes a shitload of thought.
Yeah, it takes
and it's got to be relevant.
But the other thing is, and Conor, won this press tour. He did, and he did what we thought he was going to do. The first one was a little rough, but then he learned, adapted exactly, and came back and kind of stole the show. But to me, I should almost want to say the real MVP of this whole thing is Floyd Mayweather, just because he's 40. He's taking 2 years off. Listen, if we're going to play tennis, you want it to be fun, you got to be pretty fucking
Hell
good.
Yes.
So I went going in and being super biased for, obviously, Conor, and still am, obviously. But at Floyd at 40, I didn't think you'd be able to carry his load. Like, I was like, Conor's just going to be destroying. And at 40, what Floyd Mayweather did, I was like, that shit is impressive.
I bet. He's been doing it forever. And you said he's got your close contact with him. Everything is calculated. Nothing's an accident with that guy, huh?
Nothing. Like when
details.
Remember the details. Remember the conspiracy theory where everyone's like, he turned off the mic, Conor's mic. He turned that off. He didn't. He was more upset than anyone because he thought it made everyone look bad.
Oh wow.
Remember the first
Yeah.
Conor grabbed the mic and blamed Showtime and Espinoza. Floyd's like, I don't know what the fuck that was, man. So that guy was no longer there because it was the sound guy.
Right.
He forgot to turn on the mic.
Bad.
And then they also did the next night with my boy Bryan's mic, who was announcing guys.
I know that from reading about Floyd, people like to say how talented he is and all that. He's obsessive about his training. Like, there's no one who trains more than Floyd and ever has. Like Floyd Mayweather.
That's what he's known for.
He's a genius. Well, he's also like obsessive about his training. He'll wake up at 3 a.m. and go, I got to go running, or I got to train. Everybody got to go to the gym. So he works harder than you can't work harder than that.
No,
guy.
that's what Freddie Roach was saying when he was in LA. He went to go train at Wildcard, and he was like, "Cool, what time coming?" He's like, "I'll be there around 1 or 2 once we get done with the presser, and then we eat, and then I'll be there around 1 or 2 in the morning. Be there till about 6."
1 or 2 in the morning. He trains all night.
And then went and did it, and then had stuff the next morning.
Wow.
He said he was there all night working.
Yeah.
No, but listen, what he does outside and his domestic violence, all that, I get that. It's terrible. But as far as you want to talk about someone and just earning everything they've got and hard work, it's nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's not an accident.
No.
Springsteen
Him or Conor. They're literally the only two we've ever seen that are capable of doing this.
I heard Springsteen say one time, he said, nobody is a superstar by accident. Nobody. In other words, if you saw the amount of work that people put in, especially ones who last as long as someone like Floyd Mayweather. For that matter, Conor McGregor. He's
only been around for he's only been huge for about 3 years.
Yeah, but he was talking about how important media is, and people forget that when you're a fighter. When you're a fighter. on top of training as much as you do. And I thought it was also interesting. I said, a lot of people work hard. He goes, they think they work hard, right? I mean,
everyone says that. It's the cliche thing. Like whenever you see, like I was watching the fights yesterday, the Glasgow fights, Glasgow, they say it. I was watching in Scotland. I was watching those fights, and they were saying, works harder than anyone, or his theme is hashtag outwork. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
He has the big heavyweight. You see those heavyweights? I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah,
no.
Big, thick boy.
Did you? How'd you feel about the eye poke with Gunnar Nelson?
Eye poke?
Wasn't he poked?
No, he got murked. Didn't get eye poke. He got poked with a fist to the face.
Because in the press conference he said,
he claims that he was eye poked.
Oh, poor. Yeah. No, and I'm a Gunnar Nelson fan. No.
All right.
He got murked.
Interesting. So overall, a lot of work, but a blast, huh?
The best. And I'll be working the week of the fight, so it's going to be fun, man.
Are you going to be at the fight?
That's what the deal we're negotiating right now.
You'll be at the fight. Now.
Working that whole week.
Now, is there a shot?
To bring you? I know.
Bro.
I know.
I mean.
I know.
No, I'm just saying.
I know. Now, listen.
What?
Drake asked for 7 tickets, got turned down. But I'm sure I can send your resume and see what happens.
You know what, dude? Can I be honest with you? I never thought you'd betray me. It's amazing how it is out
dude,
there.
I will try my damnedest.
I forgot about old Bryan. Thanks for the memories. Just call me Memories from now on, I guess.
Call me Old
Memories.
Old Memories.
You met Memory Lane? Hey, Bri, I'll videotape it on my phone. I'll
FaceTime you in, man. So it's like you're sitting next to me.
Well, tickets are I think ringside tickets are $1 million.
I don't know. The ones they go on sale to the public, there won't be many because the rest is like industry, but I think 10,000.
Let me sit on your lap.
No, I'll FaceTime you, man. I'll just leave my phone there while I do my thing.
I'm sitting on your lap.
No, FaceTime, then I'll bring you the like lanyard that they give us.
All right. Thanks. The lanyard.
The lanyard. All
right.
That's what I'll bring.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, hey, good news, bad news. Bad news is I can't get you to the fight. Good news is somebody's bringing you back a hat and a lanyard.
Brought you a hat and an ice cream.
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Thanks. I hope you get fucking double pink eye in your fucking eyes.
I can't get any more pinky pink.
No. You look like a little hamster. You fucking hamster.
Oh, there are hamsters with red eyes.
You look like an overgrown hamster. Oh, yeah. You know those white hamsters, those albino hamsters?
Oh,
they live about 6 minutes.
My brother had a black hamster with red eyes.
Yeah.
Ate my hamster's face off.
Really? Yeah. Hamsters are an overrated pet.
Oh my God, the worst pet of all time.
Gerbils, hamsters.
They don't. You can't cuddle them. Can't do nothing.
God.
I used to have a train. I used to set them in the train as they go around. Mm-hmm. That's about all you can do with them.
Yep. My son had a birthday party, and my wife knows a people who run an animal sanctuary.
Oh, you told this
surplus
story,
animals.
Yeah.
No, this is recently.
Yeah, I know.
His first birthday.
I know.
I told the story.
Yeah.
When?
What would you say about it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she rented those.
I've told the story
animals
before, but this happened again on Saturday on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, and huge snake, tarantula, bird, monkey, baboon.
They brought a baboon.
Brought a baboon.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. Brought a baboon. Now the baboon considers the kids in her family who belong to the family of the sanctuary that she's their auntie. Like, so she's higher up, sort of in the baboons they travel in packs,
Yeah.
And but the other kids weren't allowed to be really too close to the baboon because their teeth are fucking huge.
You can't bring a baboon to my house.
Sharp. Yep.
What's the plus?
But my wife somehow goes, "Let me do it," and the woman said, "All right, Amanda's going to pick some bugs out of," and so Amanda walks up to the baboon. I guess she's hung out with the baboon before. And the baboon looks at my wife and goes, okay, and turns her back and gives her back to my wife. And my wife starts going through her back and looking for bugs. And that's called grooming in the baboon community. So, and she was pretending to eat them. Ugh. And it was very cute for all the kids. And so the point is, my wife speaks baboon.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, would he have a relationship with this baboon? What the fuck's going on? I want one.
You can't bring a baboon to my house.
Nah, you don't.
Plus side, kids see a live baboon. Downside, it destroys all their faces.
Oh, the best
rips their faces off.
The best is she pulled out a baby alligator about 4 feet long, 5 feet long.
Poor alligator.
Yep, and mouth taped shut, and that thing started to piss. I mean, a
Alligators
piss
are piss.
all over, just
This
all
came to
over.
your house. They brought all these animals to your house?
Yeah, and the kids loved it.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, look, animals.
Bro, why do you have a scratch on your forehead again?
Well, I was joking around with my wife, and I tried to pick her up and throw her in the pool, kidding around, and she
went
goes,
baboon?
"No!" And I was like, She's like, I was like, "You just ripped my face up."
You shut her down.
Sorry, don't throw me in the pool.
This is at with like all the kids and stuff?
Yeah, I was going to throw her in the pool. I wasn't even
You
going
guys
to. I
got
picked her
wild.
up. I just had a surge of energy. You know how I got all Roughhouse Sunday on you?
Yeah.
I got Roughhouse Sunday on her.
But she doesn't play Rough
She doesn't
House
play
Sunday.
Roughhouse Sunday. She
She doesn't
goes,
know how to play.
"Excuse me while I take these daggers for nails I have, and I'll stick them in your fucking grill and in your neck.
She
Enjoy
doesn't know
this."
how to play.
Nothing lets you. No, you'll let go of a woman right quick when she's got her nails about an inch deep in the old forehead and neck. That doesn't feel good.
Oh, did you, and don't fucking tell me, no spoilers.
Okay.
Did you watch Game of Thrones last
Did
night?
not. I did not because we didn't tape the first 9 minutes of it. So now we have to wait for tonight. I did watch
I just finished season 1.
You did.
I just finished season 1. Last night I finally did, and it's very good.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Thank you.
I'm on to season 2 tonight.
Now you're about to get sucked in because season
I'm already
2.
sucked in.
Yeah, season
I'm
2 is no
sucked in.
joke.
Well, I text Todd because after we were on the private jet with the creators of it,
Yep.
I was like, I probably should check it out. Text Todd, man, just finished season 1 last night. He goes, "Oh, that ain't shit compared to the other seasons. Just wait." I was like, "Damn,
Everybody
it's
says
better."
that. It gets better. Because I wasn't sucked in until then. Season 2, I was like, wait a
I'm
minute.
sucked in for sure.
The Mother of Dragons, huh?
I'm sucked in.
See the
for
Mother
sure.
of Dragons?
Well, no,
Have you gotten to that point? Have you?
the Mother of Dragons.
Oh.
Talking about Khaleesi.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw. The finale in season 1 is her Mandice, who's the dime piece,
Who?
and she gets the
Oh, her Mandice.
the dragon.
You know who that is?
Yeah, that's Aquaman.
Yeah, that's he's married to Lisa Bonet. He's Samoan and
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. He's
awesome.
a big dude. He's in that show
was Conan.
Frontier.
Okay.
Show Frontier.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Jason Momoa.
Straight dimey.
Well,
dime.
I've met him. I've actually hung with him a couple times and been around him, and he's striking looking. You're just a fucking giant.
good looking,
Yeah.
but he's a good. He's not that. He's 6'3", 230.
Okay, he looks bigger than that to me. He
Well,
walks in
around
and
the
you're like,
actors.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
6'3", 230. But he's a dimey dime.
Oh yeah.
Super dime piece.
Oh yeah. Yeah, really good looking guy.
I want
But
to
so
know.
in the
I
end,
want-
in
I
the
want-
end, did you
don't
see?
tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
No,
anything.
in the end of the first season where I think she comes out of the fire, right?
Yeah, she's fine because she's part dragon. She has
Baby
little
dragons.
dragons on her.
Yeah.
I'm all about dragons now, by the way. But, how about
How quickly we change.
how about
Quickly we change.
the language they're speaking when he's all ooh ba ka 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 ka. Like
know.
how they come up with all that shit?
It's a lot of work.
Well, how do you remember? Or is he just making those words up? 'Cause
Well,
it has to be.
They made up the language, but like fucking that would take too much time to memorize as an actor.
And how do you not- Yeah, How do you not laugh at that?
I would be laughing. my
I would
ass
laugh
off.
my ass off. I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
JR.
But it was the direct, like, bro, you've said that Contaco like 7 times. Tel Taco. Are you saying Del Taco?
Dude, when you try,
I don't know, bro.
When you try to make
It's
up
been a
your own
long
language,
season.
you will start repeating yourself.
You have to.
Like
you
if
only
I was,
have so much.
If I was like,
Dude, I was walking around the house doing that, and Joe's like, you gotta stop.
Gotta
She's like,
stop.
you keep saying the same thing. And then I woke my son up. I was like, hello, little lord. Picked him up, kept calling him little lord all morning. I'm balls deep in Game of Thrones.
it gets you going. J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, he legitimately created his own elfin language.
Yeah, I know.
Like an elfin language.
crazy.
This a super nerd, a very smart guy and amazing, but that's a lot of
You
work.
created your own language.
Yeah,
You did
with
the Rosetta
prepositions,
Stone of
nouns.
nerds.
Yeah.
Think how hard that is.
Fuck. It didn't catch on. Do you guys speak Elfin? Anybody speak Elfin?
You want to hear speak elf?
No.
Oh, because I made it up and I'm the only one who knows. Jeez, I wonder why he's not a smash hit at the parties. Well, we can't understand what he's saying. He only speaks in elf. And he wrote elf. I'll think how hard that would be.
Yeah.
Come up with your own alphabet.
Yeah. Honey, what are you doing? I'm writing Elfin. Do you mind?
How long
I'm creating
did that
Elfin.
take?
The answer is always
A lifetime.
ready. The answer is always Too long.
Simply too long.
Simply too long.
Is there anything any way you could work on anything else?
Yeah, the answer is it's like Daniel Day-Lewis when he did The Boxer. Apparently spent 3 years really becoming a boxer. And I watched the movie and I was like, it's good. You're shadow boxing and I can see that you can move pretty well, but wasn't necessary.
3 years? Or how about,
Wasn't
didn't he
necessary.
become a cobbler? Yeah.
A cobbler. He made shoes.
For like 5 years.
Yeah, became a shoemaker.
Went to England, became a cobbler,
That's right.
and just made shoes.
Correct, sir. Makes shoes. Works with leather. He's a peculiar fella.
He's an interesting dude.
Yeah, very interesting guy. Yeah, I'm going to cobble. One thing I want to do, I've always wanted to do, is learn how to make shoes.
I feel like 5 years is too long.
Yep. Or I'll go buy some.
Simply too long.
Just go buy
When I
some.
watch Game of Thrones, I always think about living back then. It would fucking suck.
Well, they always say
It would suck so bad. Obviously, any disease, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
They would get like a paper cut, like, ow! And then if you got infected, you're
ya.
fucked.
See you later.
You're fucked.
See you later.
Or if we were sitting around like, achoo! Like,
Oh, yeah.
game over.
Oh, yeah.
No heat. There's fire.
Yeah.
And then think about it, everyone had the bushes, just girls' bushes, men just look like shit. And Game of Thrones too. I hate the guys who have like this nice, perfect haircut. There's no way.
No.
There's no way
moose.
they had all that shit.
They use
There's no
grease
way,
and
man.
stuff, but bottom line is, all you have to say is, before anesthesia, so if you broke a bone, they gave you a piece of leather to bite down on, and they set the bone if they knew how to do it.
But your body
there were
has,
no antibiotics, so if
your
you got
body
an
has
infection,
self, right? Like they were saying back then our pain threshold was higher because now
Probably.
with anesthesia and all that, our body releases natural painkillers.
Well-
but now when you're taking like oxycodone and all that stuff, your body's like, oh, you got this. Fuck it, we're just gonna kill all that.
it really though, if you read history and if you read novels about this stuff,
Oh, don't get me
people
wrong.
are
I'm sure
always
it's
in pain.
terrible.
You got a toothache and earache,
Game
and
over.
an abscessed, and your breath stunk, and your jaw started to rot. That's what would happen. You got pneumonia. Your child would die of little things like diphtheria. Smallpox was a great disease.
Anything.
Dude,
a flu,
anything.
a fever, you're
That's
screwed.
right. Influenza killed how many Americans?
That's the
in
thing
the
that
century?
what's the small guy in the
Peter Dinklage, yeah.
So they were saying for him, he has it the worst because obviously the show's as big as possible, but he can't go anywhere because everyone else can like disguise themselves. All the real famous people
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones, but you know
Not
you
Peter.
can't disguise it. So for him, he gets it the worst.
I've known Peter
But
since
I was talking. You guys
20
should get a
years.
timeshare. But what I was talking about is you guys like on that show, they'll show him like sleeping with a girl, and they're like, "Oh, you got to go." They just wake up. They don't brush their teeth. They do nothing because they didn't have it back then, right?
No.
They had nothing.
No.
Was anyone like?
So-
I guess just humans' breath smell like shit.
So in London and in France, they always talk about, and for that matter, Italy, but especially through the streets, the upper class would walk through the streets with a handkerchief and perfume, and they would walk through and talk that way because nobody bathed. Nobody had access to running water. Nobody had access. The gutters, the sewers were open. The sewers were used. You'd shit in a pan, and
a
somebody
bucket,
would take your
right?
bedpan out and pour it out into the street. That's why cholera. That's why tetanus. All these different diseases. Or the Black Plague. People forget the Black Plague. We had 3 different major plagues, I think, in Europe, and it killed off by many historians' estimates and a third to a half of Europe.
Didn't they?
fuck.
But the English came up with the sewer system, right? Changed the game.
Well, different parts of the world. China had had some sewer system.
They said the English had
for a
the
while.
best, though.
Yeah,
Like the system they came up with, the underground system.
not until
was the
later,
best.
but
Yeah.
yes. Europe had
It kinda changed the
aqueducts and
game.
things like that.
The English were like, you know what? This is ridiculous. There are turds everywhere.
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
There's turds.
Yeah.
Big difference between shit. Where I'm like, that's disgusting. And then if you see a turd and it's not yours, that'll freak you out. If a smart guy sees a turd, he's going, we got to figure something out
When
here.
you see a turd that's not yours,
Hey, hold on.
I'll run
Bro,
100 yards in the other direction.
There is a big difference between a hot snake coil, a piece of shit,
Yep.
and then listen to me very carefully,
Yep.
and another man's turd.
Uh-huh.
A turd, a log, I will run.
Oh, right.
And that's where the geniuses in London went, we can't have turds hanging on the street.
You
here.
can't.
We simply can't have
Priority
turds.
number 1 is get rid of all the shit, all the turds. And I remember in New York, I was on my walking tour at 54th Street to my acting school, and this black janitor, I could smell something, and he had a hose, And he goes, move out of the way, watch out. And everybody instinctively was like, that's not normal. And he goes, it's human shit is what it is. It's human shit. It was like a hazardous waste area.
You know, they did a thing of worst smells in the world, and human shit's number one.
I believe that.
Number one.
I believe that.
I remember
pick up my dog shit all the time.
I think I was in 4th grade. You remember when a kid would be like sick and he'd throw up, and then that poor janitor would come in and put like that pink, weird, like, product down. It had like wood chips and pink shit all over. He like pour it on the ground. Then we're just supposed to keep on learning. Like that never happened. It doesn't smell like shit.
Right.
Like that just cleaned everything up. You remember that stuff?
Yep.
Well, I remember some kid took a shit. Some kid shit and it was on the floor. Janitor goes, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. They just take that same pink stuff. He tries to clean up the shit and they dump it all over the shit. And I'm learning about fucking fish and snakes and shit in biology or whatever the fuck I was in, and it just smells like complete shit.
Well, you know how
he goes, he looks at the teacher, she goes, well, that we don't have any like soap, and he goes, what do you want me to do? We use this for everything. What do you want me to do? And then leave.
You know, they get rid of terrible thing to think about, but how they get rid of like the blood on highways when somebody dies, like the terrible accidents.
Oil,
and stuff.
Blood's tough to get out. If you remember,
you know what they do?
If you remember, like
weird. So if there's somebody gets hit by a car, somebody gets shot, somebody gets, you know, the guy who comes along, but especially if somebody gets really fucked up on a highway, kitty litter. They drop kitty litter down.
Oh, you always see kitty litter, right?
They drop kitty litter down.
Why?
Because it absorbs it. It absorbs it.
Because oil, like I watch way too much murder shows, but the blood, it's so thick and oily. Like even when you're fighting, if you get blood in your eye, like, and you keep like as soon as a drop gets in your eye, it's like this weird, like you're a seal in an oil spill in the ocean. Like the film, it doesn't go away.
So you can't really see through.
No,
through
it's
blood?
just like no. It's so filled with oil. Like
so when a guy gets a cut on his head, and
that's
you
why
see
it's so
that,
dangerous. Yeah, you can't. And there's a lot of other dangers, but when you can't see, you can't see at all.
Yeah, I've heard that.
When the blood's so thick, you can't see anything.
Damn.
It's the oil in
and
the
so
blood.
What do you do in a fight like that? You just kind of deal, I guess, with the idea that you can't see
figure it out. But you got to hope that it's either run down the side, but if it's running into it, you got problems.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, blood, like on those murder shows, when they show, it's like, man, the time they must have spent to clean this murder up. Because if let's say they hit them with an axe, like whatever, 30 times, there's blood fucking everywhere. So whoever did it, let's say it's 1 or 2 guys, they're up all night cleaning it because it's so tough to get away. So and now what they have, you're so screwed if you're a murderer and you enjoy that. Now you use like whatever bleach or something or whatever you want to get. They have a spray that shows where the blood was cleaned up at.
So the mafia that this guy was talking about, he had a wig on. You know how they have like the guy and he's got a wig on, his witness protection, shitty sunglasses and a hat. And you're like, all right, and he's like, you know, for us, he was in part of the Gambino crime family, and they used to kill people. He goes, you take the body, you hang it up, you bleed it. You got to always bleed it first. Then you cut it up. Now what we do is we'd cut it up in pieces, take it out on a boat, just drop it off for the fish, or you put it in a car, and then when the car gets smashed, you know, they take it to the junkyard.
Yeah.
Now you're under, you know, 27 tons of metal. Nobody's gonna fucking find you.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, But you got to bleed it. Otherwise, the walls will bleed. It'll find its way out. It'll find its way out.
Yeah.
It's an important thing to know when you kill somebody, everybody.
I got to piss so hard. Hopefully we don't kill anyone on the way.
You got to pee?
Yeah.
Let's go piss, huh?
Okay.
Let me help you out.
Please. You're going to dive on my cock like the guy in the sauna?
I'm going to shake you out. Shall we go to some current events?
Let's jump on some currents. Jump on in.
Let's jump on into some current events.
All right, the first current event is obviously a sad one. And creepy.
Always is, Chin.
Yeah. Because you want to start it off and then make it happy in the end.
Okay.
But so a skydiver sent a video to his wife, a really quick video message saying, I'm going to not pull the cord when I jump out of the plane. Like just moments before he jumped out. And she found out, she ran up to the hangar station and had them call the plane, and it was already too late. The guy had jumped out. And so he committed suicide, and then he wrote in the message, he's not going to pull the cord and that he was going to go somewhere wonderful.
Was he mentally ill or what?
There's nothing in his past that showed that. And plus, he had like 600 skydives before. So
is
it's
that
just like a random thing.
Is that him before he jumped? Oh,
That's not when
He's
he did
happy
it.
as fuck.
I know, I was like, damn.
Maybe he's making the right choice.
Yeah, I think he had 600 jumps or something like
Yeah,
that.
600.
But
Yeah,
did he have mental illness? What's going on here?
It says
Depression?
nothing about mental illness.
I think some people have been thinking about it for so long, and they finally go, you know what? I'm done. If you hear like a lot of I've only read a little bit about suicide. I don't know anything else, but I do know that people who commit suicide a lot of times have been thinking about it for a long time, and a lot of times they try it a lot before it actually happens. So
A lot of times they tell people who commit suicide, like the
Tell
real
somebody,
gangsters, they don't tell anyone.
They don't tell
The
anybody.
people who tell someone, they're looking for
Right, a
help.
way out,
They're,
way
and
out.
they're looking for help. They want you to get them out of there.
yeah,
This homeboy was like, fuck it.
see ya.
Pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Pretty terrible way to go. I don't know.
I guess, or it's very quick and sudden.
Well, like in Game of Thrones where he gets his head cut off, I thought that would be a good way to
Yeah,
go.
you're done
It's
quickly.
game over right
Yeah.
away. This, is it like, oh my God.
I don't know. I think you probably just and hit and you're just done. Your head. You know what they find in plane crashes, right? That when a plane crashes, my friend Johnny's brother used to be the one who inspected the site, and you would find people's shoes, and the front of their shoes were blown out, and you'd find bones in the shoe because your body
blew out.
goes through your shoes. Your body, literally, the force of the impact, your body will go through your shoes, like you fly through the.
Call
toes
that
of
the blowout.
That's called a serious blowout.
It's called the blowout.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
blowout asses. And
Yeah.
There's the blowout.
that's right. You're hitting that hard, or you'll hit
your
a
skeleton
tree.
just leaves the meat vehicle.
That's right.
Your skeleton just goes.
That's it. So you're just left with meat. That makes sense.
A lot of meat.
Leaves the meat vehicle. Because somebody said that when they shoot, this guy was saying when they put a goat in a tank, and they're practicing to see what a bullet does, like certain like anti-tank, personnel.
You gotta use goats. Can you use
They'll
watermelon
use
or
to
something?
see what happens to organic material inside the thing. They say it'll go through the hull of the tank, and then I guess out the other side, and the force is so strong that it shoots the goat out a hole the size of a quarter. It was weird. I was like,
Wait,
God
shoot!
damn.
I don't get what do you mean.
I guess the pressure in the tank. So when the bullet goes in, it disintegrates, everything in there. But the force of it pulls the goat out the other side. So you kind of blow out the other side. Yeah. Crazy
you
shit.
don't feel anything though.
I guess you don't. I guess, very
the
quickly.
goat's like what? The-
or you liquefy because the heat is so intense so quickly. Just like that.
But that's what you want though. If you're gonna go,
I guess I don't feel like dying in a tank, but
well,
I
I'm
guess
just saying if you're gonna go, that's what you want.
probably quickly.
Like you don't feel anything.
Yeah. You don't want to get shot in the hip and die.
This
slowly.
is bad because the entire time you're falling, you was he like God? I don't want to die.
No, well, he could pull the cord if he wanted to.
They eventually
He
found
just doesn't
him.
do it.
They eventually found him face down in an open field near the runway. All right. Yeah. Well, that's a
Do you
bummer.
have kids?
I don't know about kids.
That might be the happiest looking person I've ever seen jumping out of that plane. Look at that. Go up top. Like Jesus Christ.
He looks happy. Hopefully, he was happy.
Skinny arm looks happy.
Yeah. There he goes.
Covered the frog arm, but he looks happy.
There it is.
Damn.
Oh well.
What a bummer.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's what he wanted, though.
He did. Unfortunately, but okay. So
all we
moving
can
on.
say.
I don't see why more old people don't do that. When they want to the Dr. Kevorkian, remember he's helping people die? If I was Dr. Kevorkian, I'm like, listen, here's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Just jump out of plane, don't pull your parachute.
I had a family member.
Well, that's terrifying.
No, I had a family
It's
member.
gonna be terrifying.
Who was
But
90.
it's gonna get the job done.
I had a family member who was 90. I told you about. And he shot himself. And he's 90. He was 90. Got in his car, wrote a note, and drove a little bit farther, so it wasn't too much of a mess. Shot himself in his car with a note. He was an old, military guy, but he was done. And but he put everything in order. No, put everything in order. Yeah, he was in pain. Put everything in order, and wrote letters and everything else, and set it all up in his will. And then just got in the car, and drove, and I told most of my guy friends that, and they were all like, "That's fucking gangster, man." He was 90 and he was
pretty
done.
gangster,
See
yeah.
ya, So everybody goes out on their own terms, or not on their own terms. But if you can, some people choose to. So
It depends what kind of 90 we're talking. If you I know some 90-year-olds who are healthy, they're still doing the damn thing. Then
I think he was very lonely and not connected to.
Oh,
anything.
his wife died. No grandkids, anything.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
that
do what
stuff.
you want to do, my man.
There you go. So
What else you got, Chan?
All right. The next one is a vegan activist family. They walked up to this family fishing, and they told them that they just caught a fish, a tilapia, and they left it on the ground. And they told them that it was like, what?
Inhumane.
They have feelings. They feel pain. You can't be doing this. And it was like the standoff for a while. And then the guy that was the dad of, so a little kid walked up to this family. It was the son of the activist. And he's like, sir, the fish feels pain, just being like a little kid.
Being a kid.
Can you please let him go? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
guy's
vegans brainwashed their son. The thing about
let me keep going.
But no, they pretty much did brainwash their son. If you watch the video's too long to show, but the kid is like all about what his parents are saying, and they're chanting lines about like fishing is violence or something like that.
Fanatics. By the way, just so you know, plants have been shown to react to very loud music in an adverse way, things like that. In fact, even being cut. So there's a lot of evidence that plants behave the way animals do, but in a very slow process. They can't make noise. So you could also make the point that maybe you're also hurting plants too. And the fact is, life eats life. I like my animal protein. I think people like this are obviously fanatics. And
the kid's gonna grow up and be.
They're gonna be.
He's gonna be real.
He's gonna be awesome.
You're gonna really. Hey, listen. Thanks a lot.
I'll
for
tell you what.
saving
He's gonna have
fish.
so many friends in school. When at the lunch table, when everyone's eating chicken nuggets and you got a fucking tofu bar,
There you go.
You're gonna turn out just fine, my man.
You go ahead and eat that soy and see how that works out.
Go ahead and
for
wear
you.
your Crocs, wear those man capris with a nice tank top and a beanie halfway back.
That's it.
And be skinny as fuck.
With the exception of Jake Shields, and he's not even a vegan. He eats eggs and cheese and everything else. But for the most part, I haven't seen too many muscular, healthy, athletic vegans. I know they're out there. Relax, everybody. I'm sure there are 3 or 4 examples that you'll send me, and I know. But go fuck yourself. And all due respect to vegans, I have no problem with it. But it's just
if that's what you want
when
to
you
do,
impose your
I
belief
agree.
system on other people,
especially a family fishing.
Yeah, PETA. My friend runs a sanctuary, and he trains animals for movies, and PETA wants no animals in movies, no matter what, no animals. And I think that animals in movies, if they're treated the right way, and I know that a lot of people say there's no such thing, but animals in movies, if they're treated the right way, the way my dog is treated or whatever, they educate people and they show people to love animals and to respect animals. In fact, so again, be careful of fanatics.
And also
people who are
watch
ideologues.
Earbud, okay? Watch Earbud and tell me that dog wasn't treated phenomenally.
Exactly. I've been on set with all those animals, and they're treated better than humans usually, so go fuck yourself, although they are put back in their cage.
Another example for you animal activists, watch Dunstan Checks In and then complain to our face.
Yeah, come complain about
Watch
your
Dunstan Checks In and tell me he's not having a grand old time at those hotels.
Exactly.
Go fuck yourself.
Although I do think that keeping dolphins and really smart animals in big pools is fucked up.
Well,
I had to learn
shut your
about
mouth
that. I
there
didn't know
because there's a dolphin in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective,
You're correct,
and
sir.
he had a grand old time.
He had a wonderful time. They're always smiling and they're jumping around. And you can ride them, And as Steve Byrne always says, you're never more gay than when you're riding a dolphin.
What else you got, Chid?
Wait, so they actually grabbed their fish and threw it in the water. Like if you guys are fishing and caught a fish,
That's my property, you
someone
fucks!
ran up and took your fish.
Well,
What
I'll
would you guys
tell you
do?
this, for these animal nuts, the oil from our fingers when you grab a fish actually, so when you think you're helping, how people catch and release, when the oil from our skin, all that, when you grab the fish's body, you toss them back in, they typically die anyways. Do you know that?
Yes, I do know.
Yeah, so when you grab the fish, like, you shouldn't be touching them at all if you want them to live.
Yeah.
But when people are like, oh, let me get the hook out, they usually die.
Yeah, but
like a few weeks
exactly.
later.
But also, they're not very smart, are they? These vegan, these guys who are trying to save fish. I mean, there are other things to do, right? There are a lot of problems in the world. If you're running around trying to save fish and a family's trying to catch a tilapia, which, by the way, is a shitty fish. They used to use tilapia for fish meal.
Hey, all fish lives matter, man.
Sorry, bro.
Tilapia is a swordfish.
Yeah, that's a different story. Big and old.
But also, these fucking activists grab that fish and are like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, you think fucking Michael Vicking that fish into that lake was good for him? You think he landed and everything was all good?
Right. No.
And the fish
by
was
the way,
out there for a
by the way,
long time.
Yeah, in the sun.
A long time.
What do you think happened to him?
Orange Ruffy,
died,
which you used to see on menus a lot, though. They found that orange Ruffies live like literally 200 years. Like you get a
so you can't kill
75-year-old
them.
orange Ruffy, it's a teenager.
It's young.
It's young. They were like, hey, careful. They get these orange roughy, and it's like if I would have a little bit of an issue killing something that was going to live 240 years.
Yeah, like I don't want tortoise jerky.
No.
Don't give me tortoise jerky.
Yeah, you got a long way to live.
Don't give me an elephant fillet.
Right. Or I'm going to cut down this old growth tree that's been standing for 600 years.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't want to be the one who does that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jen?
All right, how about this? Ann Coulter, did you see her tweets about Delta Airlines?
I have not. I feel like she's not very smart.
She's very smart, actually, but just kind of like
The way
out
she
there.
comes off on TV, I'm just like, God, she seems like she's out to lunch all the time.
She's a bit of
What were her texts or
Well,
her tweets?
there's a whole bunch of stuff that she tweeted against Delta because they moved her seat.
So she had her ticket, right? And she spent the time to get the seat she wanted because she's tall and she's got long legs, right?
How tall?
So I don't know, but she's pretty
6
tall.
feet?
Yeah, 6 feet.
6 feet.
Long legs.
Not that tall.
So she wanted her own seat, and she was sitting in her seat that she paid extra for. Delta comes along and goes, "You have to get out of the seat." She goes, "Why?" She goes, "Well, we don't know." So and they moved her right over to the other seat, but it wasn't the seat she paid for because it was a little more cramped. Okay, here's the problem.
she not flying
it
first
wasn't
class?
for somebody old.
Hey, she not
I
flying
know. I
first
was
class?
surprised by that.
And why are you not on Air Force One?
It wasn't somebody who was old. It wasn't somebody who was handicapped, and it wasn't a child. It was a regular woman. And then she tweeted out, it was kind of funny right there. It was like this regular woman. "Don't give my extra room seat to an air marshal or tall person. Here's the woman giving my pre-booked seat." And then she called her. She goes, "And you give a woman with dachshund legs my seat." Dachshund legs meaning, you know what a dachshund
Small,
is? The little
short.
dog.
So that's the girl with the you talking about brows there with the mean look? You talking about brows?
I'm talking about brows.
Brows is pissed.
They're all pissed that she's taking a picture of them.
So they're in. What are they in? They're not in first class.
They're in the exit emergency row, I believe. That's the emergency row. And
That girl's pissed.
yeah, she's made her name by being super offensive, and in this case,
And then Delta tweeted her back.
"We are sorry you did
We'll
not
refund
receive
your $30.
She goes, "Additionally, your insults about our other customers and employers are unacceptable and unnecessary." She goes, $30 cost me 10 grand of my time to pre-select the seat I wanted, investigate type of plan, and go back periodically to review seat options. I have been the picture of politeness. If I treated customers the way Delta does, I'd deem facts impolite too." But here's what I thought was funny. Hold on.
I bet
Today's customer quiz: why is Delta worse than United? A, United drags customers off the plane, but soon Delta will have to drag them on.
That's hilarious.
It was.
So she won.
She
That's
cracks
kind of
me up.
funny.
I thought it was funny.
That's hilarious.
I bet the Delta corporate office loves having social justice warriors running their customer relations.
That's hilarious.
I know.
How many followers does she have?
A lot.
At least 1 million.
1.3 million or something.
1.6.
Jesus
1.6 million.
Christ.
I've read her books. They're all right. She's not very fair. I don't agree with her a lot, but I've read her books.
That's hilarious. That's a good tweet, though.
Oh, yeah.
Why? I mean, a woman of her stature, what's she doing not flying first class?
Is that not first class? No.
No.
Are there some places that
there's
look like
business
that?
select.
No.
But she was going from, I don't know where
She was going from, I think,
LA to New York?
New York. No, yes, LA to Florida or something like that. Or-
Yeah, it's a long flight.
It's a long flight. And also that ticket's about $1,700. So she was like me, she was like, "Fuck that. I'll spend $400 and get extra leg room. I'll suffer for 5 hours."
Tweeted that picture.
We suck.
It's
I actually don't mind.
It's actually hilarious to me, but also let's not let Delta off the hook here. Whether you like her or not, or you support her or not, that would suck.
I would
man.
be really mad.
I'd be upset.
So would I. You're not allowed to.
Chris
move somebody
D'Elia
from their
just
seat.
tweeted yesterday, "United, fuck you." He always has issues with United.
I've lost my shit on people on airlines all the time. I get really mad about it, man. I spent a fortune on a first class seat with American. I flew Mint on JetBlue. I may as well had my own. It was like a condo.
Yeah.
I had my own condo. Somebody came in there, gave me a steak and a dick suck. The whole thing was amazing. I get on fucking American. I spend the same amount of money. It was
It's the older
literally, older plane. Bullshit seat. I was like, this is a regular seat. Is the same seat I'd get on coach on fucking Virgin.
Yep.
I lost my mind.
If you had an older plane with Delta, or that's why I never fly American or Delta usually.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance you can get the old plane.
That's right. And you're a big boy.
Oof.
You're a big boy. I've sat with you, coach. It's all cramped up.
It's a rough life.
Yep. You got them shoulders.
Struggle's real.
You got them long legs.
You
Got that pink
tie
eye.
the dick back.
Got to tie the old dong.
Yeah, tie the dick. Got to make room for that. What else you got, Chin?
All right, so Reebok, they put out this tweet. I think it's a tweet, yeah. A tweet about the way Donald Trump acted in front of the French president's first lady. Because when he met her, he's like, "Oh, you look
You look in shape.
healthy. Yeah, you look healthy.
Yeah.
Beautiful." So Reebok, for some reason, sent out this tweet like, I don't know what should be appropriate for that kind of conversation. And there's a bunch of different scenarios that they put here. I don't know why Reebok did this either.
Because they're part of this social justice. So here's the
They need
problem.
attention.
Yeah, and
They need some sort of positive
yeah.
attention.
Also, I love how everybody now Reebok. This is a corporation, and this is what happens with this social justice warrior shit. What happens is all of a sudden we are being told what's appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say, including when you give somebody a compliment. Apparently,
You're in
that's
such
a form
good
of sexual.
shape.
That's a form of
Beautiful.
sexual harassment.
What's wrong with that?
You can get sued now.
But why
because-
is Reebok trying to educate us? Reebok needs to spend way more time on designing shoes and T-shirts.
Yep. Are
You
you in
said it
line
for
next to a woman
attention.
ordering your morning coffee? You're not allowed to say that. Are you at the gym working out next to a woman? You're not allowed to say that. You're in such good shape, beautiful. I can't give a woman a compliment like that. You guys are telling me. All you guys are telling me how I can speak to another human being. This is what happens. This is tyrannical because now I'm considered what? I'm sexually harassing her. I'm considered a male chauvinist pig. I'm considered a bully. I'm considered a predator. All this bullshit. This is what happens, everybody, when you allow people like this to dictate how we speak. They put all this power on language.
Why is
It's
Reebok
outrageous.
telling us
Because Reebok is part of this social justice
But they're
warrior
really
movement.
not. They shouldn't. This is the first I've seen of it.
Because the people running the show, the people in human resources, etc., the people. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. And so everything you say is considered very, very offensive. Apparently, that's offensive.
Well, the way
That's
they're doing
disempowering.
business-wise, this would be the last on my mind for them.
Right.
They have so many more fires.
No
to put out.
shit. But think about this. It speaks to a much bigger issue. They're trying to control how you speak.
So Jim Norton feels the same way you do, like you guys do. And he wrote this tweet: "Thank you, Reebok, for your virtuous message about when it's appropriate to compliment a woman's shape." And then he actually posted the picture of Reebok's ad
Ringtone.
of a girl with her butt showing
That's hilarious.
about their toning shoes.
Awesome.
Hilarious.
Awesome. Way to go, Jim.
Love Jim.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Speaking sense. Fuck you, Reebok. And fuck you with all your dumb social justice work. And fuck you with your tyrannical idea of how I should speak and compliment a woman. Fuck you.
God, this puts you over top and
Yeah,
not them
it
screwing over
bothers
the
me.
fighters?
No, it's all bothersome, man. It's a much bigger issue we're dealing with, man. You know, you can lose your job for saying something the wrong way.
Jim
like
Norton.
that. Fuck
Hilarious.
you.
What else you got,
Fight
Jim?
back, everybody. Fight back for sense.
Okay.
Mom arrested and her children placed in care after towing her
Hey, man,
two
this
kids
is
in a
Jim's
plastic
fucking...
red wagon.
Hey,
It's
what are you
fine.
doing?
Sorry,
Let
I'm
him
fine.
do his
I'm
I'm
thing.
excited, bro.
The only thing is, I'm worried about the listeners. They're like, "What's going on?"
I know, me too.
So a mom was arrested for towing her kids with their little wagon tied to her car on a street.
What?
On an actual street. And she literally thinks there's nothing wrong with it. It was fun for the kids. And you can see they're on an actual public street.
Oh my
with other cars
fucking
around.
God.
She still has no idea why.
Some
why
people
this is
just shouldn't
bad.
have kids.
They're just so
That's
dumb.
her.
They're so dumb. She loves her kids, I'm sure, but you're
not drunk,
You're just
nothing.
not smart.
Aw, man. Human services have placed the children in care of another person. I don't know if that's fair.
No, I don't either.
I don't think you take your
that's
children
just-
from her when she was just trying to.
She loves her
have
kids,
fun
but
with the
she's
kids.
so dumb.
Yeah,
Like
she's
that's
so
so,
dumb.
fucking dumb that maybe it is appropriate.
No,
No,
you can't
it's
take
not.
her kids away
I agree.
from her.
But you're
I mean,
hey,
she's
you gotta go. We gotta put you in some classes. Now this is where Reebok should come in and say, "All right,
all right. Now here's your
All right.
here's your fight.
here's
Reebok.
your
Why
problem."
don't you come in, send her a fucking
This is your
box
fight.
full of fight kits.
There you go.
Some shoes and then some pamphlets on just how the world works.
Pay for her college,
college,
parenting.
college. Pay for the 5th, 6th, 7th grade.
Wow.
college. I
Wow,
mean,
that's your fight, Reebok. That's your fight, assholes.
point your aim towards that.
Fucking Reebok.
Man, that's a bummer. It's just a bummer all the way around. Like these kids, they just again, we all don't start at the same starting line, man.
Yeah, you're
it's
right,
just a
buddy.
bummer.
You are correct.
Don't take her kids though. That's fucked up. Obviously, she's learned. She's like, oh my god, what the hell was I thinking? Hopefully,
Yep. I hope so.
she's like, all right, fine, I'll do it from the back of a motorcycle next time. What else you got, Jen?
All right. Google released 20 million, or they're going to be releasing 20 million mosquitoes that they created from a lab with the bacteria to infect the Zika carrying viruses mosquitoes.
They're doing
have you
amazing
seen
things.
this?
And they're doing it in
tho-
Fresno.
Yeah, those alpha mosquitoes kill all the other ones.
They're doing an amazing
And
job.
apparently
with this.
those Zika mosquitoes stung me in both eyes.
Yep. Well, they're doing a great job with this because in Tahiti they had a pilot program, and we're like, there are no mosquitoes. And what they do is I guess they release a bunch of mosquitoes that render the other mosquitoes. I think they give them a virus where they become sterile, and these are sterile as well. And so basically, they stop breeding. They
Yeah.
can't make any
They don't
babies,
lay
and they
eggs
all
and stuff.
die. It's really, really effective.
And the male mosquitoes, they don't bite us. So
Yeah.
it's win-win.
Just the females bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting rid of mosquitoes worldwide. Pretty cool. And even like people have looked at what their role is in the ecosystem and stuff. I guess we could afford to get rid of mosquitoes, and we probably, because malaria kills, I think, more people than any disease. Period,
Mosquitoes
globally.
kill more people than anything.
Yeah.
Most dangerous animal of all time.
Yep.
Did you know that? All
Can't
time.
take it seriously
And
because your
a
eyes
mosquito
are.
got me in the eye.
Yep, your eyes are pink as fuck.
They're super red?
Yeah, you giant hamster. All right, keep going.
Dude, hamsters don't have red eyes.
They do.
I don't know much about this one, but an Australian center he's been there for 9 years found out that he's actually from New Zealand, so he resigned.
Hey, all due respect to New Zealanders and Australians, who gives a fuck?
It's
the
hilarious,
same
though.
thing.
It's not, man. I learned that real quick.
I know you did. I know. But I mean, come on, guys. It's all
How
good.
funny is that? How someone told me, he's like, what?
All right.
I've been talking all this shit about New Zealand, and I'm actually from New Zealand.
I mean, they moved when he was 3, so apparently, no, you're not allowed to. All right, well,
That's hilarious, though. How about that news when he found out? He's like, fuck. I guess I'll leave.
it's one of those
now.
things you're like, oh, no big deal. Then you're like, maybe it is a
It's a
big deal.
huge deal.
Yeah, all right.
It's so funny.
But it shouldn't be because he's been there since he was 3. So everybody, calm down.
Yeah, come on, man. He doesn't know any
Let's all
better.
relax here.
Doesn't know any different. That's hilarious, Jen. What else you got? Hey, what's he say in a tweet announces Regs? Hey, everyone, I'm sorry about this, but it's a thing. There are other ways to make trouble. Love and thanks. Hey, everyone, it's a thing. I feel like you
How
use,
about this? But
use
it's
your
a thing.
words.
There are other ways
Use your
to make
words.
trouble. Love and thanks. It's
Hey,
kind of like,
it's a thing.
I like how it's general though, like that. If I ever get caught doing something really bad, hey everybody, sorry,
It's a thing.
but it's a thing. Other ways to make trouble, man. Love and laughs, laughs and thanks.
Live, love, and life.
Literally
I'm
what I'm
out.
gonna say. Is what I'm gonna say.
Anytime you get in trouble, it's a thing.
Brian
What
was
do you
caught
wanna do? Live,
with his
love, and
pants down,
life.
and it was a guy. It was hey everybody,
It's a thing.
sorry, but it's a thing. All right, well, there are other ways to get off.
That's what I'm going to say.
Love and dicks.
That's all I'm going to say from now on. What can you do? It's a thing.
Love dicks and thanks.
Love, live, laugh. Take care. Love,
Everything is
live, laugh.
everything.
Is there any love, live, laugh? Is there anything worse?
I watched a porn where the guy was like, he and his buddy, this other guy, and they're this really hot girl, and they're just going to town. He's like, as he's kind of easing it in, he's going, everything's everything.
What porno were you
Everything is
watching?
everything.
What kind of porno
I
do
was
you
like,
watch?
Sir, you're white.
What kind of porno are you watching?
I don't remember. I was jerking off too ferociously, so everything was blurry.
But you
My
remember
head
the
was
guy
like,
going, everything.
say it again. Everything is
And
everything.
is a white guy?
No, but I said that just for the joke. He was
'cause
black
you
as
watch-
night.
You're watching a black guy fuck a white
Black on
guy.
white crime, motherfucker.
Wow, weird.
Everything
else
is
you got,
everything. She
Jim?
was from Eastern Europe. I appreciated it. Just couldn't believe she could take all of that down. Sorry, everybody. Private conversation.
Okay, a British woman found out that she was wearing 27 contact lenses in one of her eyes
Oh,
for years and years and years.
oh. Well, she should get together with the girl who was dragging her kids in the in that fucking tractor. Oh, you dumb.
Hey, who wears contacts? Have you ever worn contacts?
no, I haven't.
Have you, Have you, Chin?
Nope.
I wore contacts for many, many of years till I had surgery on my eyes.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. You would definitely know. Anyone that's wearing contacts listening to this right now is like, what the fuck? 27 contacts? It's a piece of basic plastic on your eyeball. How does 27 fit in there?
I mean, what? Found another chunk of 10 contacts, bringing the total of 27 contacts in one eye. What are you?
Hey, one time when I was playing lacrosse, we were playing Fort Collins. I was wearing contacts, and it got so cold out that my contact basically froze. And I was like, waiting for the ball, and someone hit me, and my contact just shattered in my eye.
Really?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I was so cold, I was just like zoning out, and my contact froze. And then someone hit me.
Really?
Hey, dude! Ow!
Can I see
ow.
a picture of this dummy? I mean, this woman.
They don't show it. This is another guy.
I wouldn't.
Well,
How many did he have?
No, he had something else. Stitches for improper contact lenses.
I hear
use.
you.
it's so weird that kind of
But
stuff.
she was 67.
Oh,
So I think
She might
older
have just
people,
not
they
been
just
all there.
don't.
She wasn't taking them out. She was just adding a
A
new one.
blue mass of 17 contacts all stuck together. Later, doctors found another chunk of 10 contacts, bringing the total to 27. None of us have ever seen this before. No shit. It was such a large mass, all 17 contact lenses were stuck together. We were really surprised that a patient didn't notice it because it caused quite a lot of irritation while sitting there. Yeah, no shit.
That's so nuts.
After I removed the lenses, she said her eyes felt a lot more comfortable.
What a surprise.
God, that would hurt. I can't. My eyes are watering, and I know I look like shit right now. My eyes are watering just thinking about that.
Yeah.
If you ever had contacts, man,
Doctors have all kinds of stories like that. It's weird stuff.
they find people with stuff shoved up their asses all the time.
Oh, and in their stomachs.
Yeah, it's like they found like spray paint cans
Yeah.
shoved in their ass.
Oh, yeah.
Gerbils.
Oh, yeah. Light bulbs,
Yeah.
eggs,
Yeah.
all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff.
Crowbars.
You know, let's see what we can put in there because they get high as
Tools.
shit. High as shit, and like, let's put that in there. Or like, a friend of mine
Peppers.
sent me a picture of a guy. He was over one guy's shoulder. He had him over his shoulder. He's a big guy.
Like
the
a
other guy was
caveman.
smaller. Yep. And he had his fist, and he was giving him the old fistaroo with a lot of soap around, a lot of foam. It was very attractive.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Well, you talked about fisting.
He was fisting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people like a lot of stuff in their butts.
Weird.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
You fit a lot of stuff in your butt,
You can-
apparently.
you can fit
Can you
a
put
shit
drugs up there?
Yep, you can put drugs.
lot
for
of
sure.
drugs.
You can put
Talking about
dicks,
being a mule.
dicks, drugs, everything.
Dicks, drugs, fist.
Yep, fist, shoe.
Shoot.
You can find any of it. You can find almost anything in your ass on the internet. I mean, you know, people put crazy things.
People
in
put
their ass.
hamsters and gerbils up there.
Of course they do.
They just nibble up there.
Yep, yep. They duct tape them so they move around a lot.
It's so weird.
So mean.
Well, yeah.
I mean, now I
Think
understand
about
vegans.
that gerbil.
Now, how do vegans feel about that?
There.
Check everybody's butt.
Hey, vegans, if you want a guy to kind of, I don't know, be like your muscle, if we find out like there's a house that's using gerbils to shove up human asses,
Yeah.
I'm down to kind of like
Let's break
save
down the door.
those gerbils.
Yeah, let's break down the door.
Because that's inhumane.
Pick a spot on the wall, sir. Open your ass. I got to check something. Found some lettuce in your underwear. All right, I
dude,
know what's going on.
Talk
here.
about some risk takers to take a gerbil and shove it up your ass in hopes that it comes back down.
So weird. So weird.
Oh, I'm sure its little feet are clean.
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
think about that? Do they
Scratchy
sanitize its
scratch.
feet?
Micro tears everywhere. No, they probably clip the nails. Got to clip its nails.
Well, even its pink paws. It's stepping feces. And,
Well, you clean the
I
paws.
guess up the old shit
No,
chute.
dude, you clean the paws. Don't be stupid.
No, it's up the poop
By the way,
train.
shit in your shitter is no big deal.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's pretty dirty, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
We
it's
probably
sitting-
can handle some
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not that clean.
I used to have a friend who was dealing with a lot. He's in and out of rehab, and he's on the run now. And now I think it makes complete sense. He used to take shots of Jack Daniels in his ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people do stuff
He wanted
like
to
that.
get more drunk.
Coffee enemas, put things in your ass.
Why would you put a coffee in him?
People do
the
it.
caffeine?
You absorb the caffeine somehow. That's what suppositories are. You
I
do that
know
with,
that.
I guess you can do that with drugs too, right?
Oh, yeah. People do it with Molly and
Stick them right up your asshole.
cocaine. Yeah, they blow cocaine right in the rump.
Right up there.
It's very dangerous.
I would imagine.
Because
Right?
it bypasses everything, goes straight to your bloodstream. Like when you take it, it usually has to filter through your liver.
Oh,
Why I know all this, I don't know. But when you go straight up there, it goes right into the bloodstream.
straight up the pooper. Mm-hmm. What would you do then? Take a straw and blow the cocaine in your asshole?
Typically, what a gentleman would do is have a nice, attractive young girl take a straw, enter it into your anus,
Okay.
full of the devil's dandruff,
I see.
and then blow it straight into your poop chute.
Oh, there's a blockage.
And then guess what? You partying
You partying
all
after that.
night.
Mm-hmm.
Once she looked that asshole eye to eye, and she's willing to blow cocaine up in that ass,
Yep.
sky's the limit.
Sky's the
What's
limit,
left after that?
Not much. Not much.
Stared
at
the
all.
devil in the eye.
That's right. Pink eye.
That's
All
a good way to get pink eye.
It really is.
Now you guys know how you get pink eye.
That's right. Little duty flies, little microscopic duty flies in the old eyeball. Don't call to me. Go to your doctor. Get some antibiotics.
What else you got, Chin?
It's been the pink eye episode, everybody.
How about this? Michael Irvin says he wants an MMA fight, and he's serious.
Oh, I love Michael. I don't know why he'd do that, though.
He said he wouldn't. He will obviously not do like the big leagues, but he wants to do a celebrity type.
Oh,
fight.
he wants to do like fight Herschel Walker. Let me know how that goes for you. I love Michael Irvin, though.
Yeah, he's
love
great.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, well, that's that.
Dude, I saw the funniest thing. You know how J-Lo, I just reminded me, they see J-Lo and A-Rod there. There's a picture of J-Lo on Instagram, and her and, I don't know if her and A-Rod live together, but she's in A-Rod's, closet, and she's like, she's ridiculously gorgeous. What is she, 40, 50 or something like that?
She's 48, yeah.
And she's like this, and she's shredding, great shape. And someone put, God damn it. J-Lo been with A-Rod for less than a month, and she's already on PEDs because she's like shredded. So funny. So true.
Yep.
Good couple.
beauty.
I like them as a couple. Oh, that's it, Chin?
That's it.
Boom, 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 boom.
A quick dropping knowledge. I heard something interesting, an interesting concept, which was you as a human being can have two contradictory thoughts in your head, and it's okay. So sometimes you can have two virtuous thoughts in your head. So when you're trying to deal with a problem, you might be caught with the idea of justice and mercy. Take, Sam Harris was talking about this on his podcast, take immigration, take the Syrian problem. And you have a country that is overrun with with this influx of refugees. The humane thing to do, of course, is to give these children and these people who are desperate need food, water, and shelter. It gets to a point, though, where you can't. It gets to a point where the right thing to do is, in fact, just for your own survival or your own the order of your own society or whatever, is to actually not allow it to happen. And that's a very difficult place to be. If you think about it, you make those decisions with yourself all the time. Borders are reasonable, and we all have borders for ourselves and everything else. And I think as you get older, you realize that life is fucking complicated. And there are times when you have to make a choice between two goods. You have to make a choice of what's better at that moment. So is justice better at that moment, or is mercy better at that moment? I don't know. It depends on the situation. But it points largely also to understanding that as a human being, man, you're always in flux. You know, be nice to yourself and be nice to other people. And sometimes when you make decisions, it's very complicated, and something is gained and something is lost, and that's the way it is. And when you're an idealist, when you stick to an ideology, when you're like, no, there's only one right way and one wrong way. All immigration is bad. Let's build a wall, or the opposite. Let borders come down and everybody in. No, man. No. That's not the answer. It's usually somewhere in the middle. Be a thinker and realize that the answer sometimes is in the gray, and sometimes the answer changes according to how the world moves and changes with it. So that's what I have to say. Be more compassionate. The answers are complicated. They're not. Anybody who says there's a right way and a wrong way, sometimes there is. Other times there isn't. A lot of times it's more complicated. Right, B? Right,
man. Speaking of right and wrong, where can they find you this week?
Brendan, I am so glad you brought that up. I can't be.
You can't be any more right when you go see Bryan Callen.
I think you're right, brother. And you know what? I'm going to be at the Brendan. Your head. You're almost.
My pink eye.
Okay, I need you. Oh, your pink eye's getting you not off. I'm going to be at the Comedy Zone in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Get your freaking tickets at TFAT.
Get your tickets, man.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Why did you say that?
Get your tickets. I started talking too fast.
Everyone, get your tickets right now.
Get your tickets.
Come see Bryan Callen, vato.
Come see me. Get your tickets at
get your tickets.
Tifaque.com. Tifaque.com. Now I became Brazilian.
Yeah, and you can get your tickets. I'll be in Phoenix this Thursday. I'm at Salt Lake at Wise Guys on Friday.
Good club.
Both shows have less than 20 tickets. Go right now, tfatk.com. Both those bitches should sell out. Go right now. Phoenix this Thursday. Friday is Salt Lake City. And then next week, I am in Toronto, which is sold out. In Chicago and Detroit. There are tickets left at Chicago. Detroit might be sold out, and then I'm off to Dublin and London where all those tickets are sold out. Boom, tfatk.com. Phoenix, Salt Lake, get them right now. I will see you this week. Get your tickets.
Tickets, and I'll be in, by the way, Montreal, Cafe Cleopatra, 24th to the 30th. Well, I'm headlining those shows. Come on by.
Boom. This is the Final Kid. We're out.